Hi guys, this is Kylie,
And I'm Stephanie.
and this is
KNS.
On the Air.
Can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet.
So, welcome back. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Kylie.
So, today we're going to just have a good time. Um, I grew up with a lot of comedy. My dad was a hilarious person.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody would always get his jokes because he also had a dry, sick sense of humor too. You definitely had to have thick skin, but he was so funny. And then my baby brother, he is hilarious. Like, he does stand up comedy sometimes, but if you're having a bad day, just go talk to him for even 15 minutes and you'll be cheered up for like a month. So I don't know why I'm being so difficult. My brother's hilarious, and you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. He's another one where you kind of have to have thick skin because he will call you out on your bullshit. And he doesn't do it to be mean.
He does it just
He's
because.
just because he cares. And if he drinks, he's even funnier. So
I know where this is going.
there was one time, gosh, it was after Braden was born, or so there was one particular time. It was after Braden was born, and he had come over. He brought a bottle of Fireball with him, and Braden was with his dad for that weekend. So we were hanging out.
I was like 9, Maddie was like 7, and Austin was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, Braden was like 1 or so. But anyways, we hung out, and it was bedtime. And by then, my brother had drank a lot. So he got out his ukulele because my kids like really loved listening to him play because he can play the guitar, he can play drums, he can play the ukulele, probably other stuff for all I know. And they wanted him to sing them a song before bed. Being my brother was drunk, he decided to make up a song, and it was about a stripper named Sprinkles. And she had gotten STDs. So that's why when the girls grow up and when Austin grows up, they need to wear protection. And I forget how the rest of the song like went, but I know it was about a stripper, and I know that it was the STDs or whatever. But it was fucking hilarious, like so funny. And then the kids went to bed afterwards, and to this day, we still bring it up to my brother because he only remembers because of what we tell him because he was lit.
Yeah, he was definitely having a good time.
Oh my gosh, like I was in tears. On my Instagram, I actually have like black and white pictures of me and my brother from that night.
That's actually funny. I actually did the painting. I brought Sprinkles the stripper to life in a painting, which I think I have a picture of it. I'll show it
Yeah.
on the screen. But yeah, and I sent him that it was supposed to be a Christmas present this past Christmas, but I sent it to him for his birthday instead.
Yeah.
And he said that was the first painting he has hung since being like living in that house since Papa passed away.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of funny.
I told him, so him and I talked about it the other month, and he's like, I just don't know where to hang it. I want it in just the right spot. I said, you should put it in the hall bathroom because anybody that comes over at some point goes to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to, be using the bathroom, taking a piss and look up and see Sprinkles. And it's going to become a conversation piece. And it's just, It's amazing. So I don't know if he hung it there. He might not have hung it up yet.
I
Period.
I think he did hang it. I think the last time I talked to him, he did hang it.
We love to laugh. We love to have a good time because, there were stages in our lives, which you guys will learn about, in other episodes, but that weren't good. It was serious and sad and scary.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
anytime,
definitely freaking scary.
yeah. So anytime like we can find a way to be laughing, we do.
Even if it's so dumb and it's so stupid. Like, we're smart people, but we're dumb.
I don't wouldn't say
You're
that
dumb.
dumb.
You're
I'd
dumb.
say we're more like
Delusional.
challenged.
Mentally challenged.
Challenged.
Yeah, I could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We can talk about something else that was really funny. The time that my dad got arrested because he beat a bitch up on the beach and her man.
Oh, well, yeah, because they'd gotten into a fight because they were at the.
The
I think Christine was with him then.
I think so,
Yeah, it
maybe.
was.
I think Tanya was there. I know Tommy was there. The girl was there with her man. I don't know if it was her husband or her boyfriend, and they were all drinking. Obviously, what Sandoval do you know that doesn't drink?
Yeah, but
You were supposed to answer the question.
oh, what?
What
Well,
Sandoval do you know? What Sandoval do you know that doesn't drink?
your aunt Tita, she's
Well,
9
now, because
sober.
she is 9 months sober,
Yes, she is. So proud
and
of
we're.
her.
But, anyways, he
So
he had gotten into they had gotten into a heated argument. The girl was getting into it with Aunt Mayor,
yeah,
and
he was protecting his sister-in-law.
basically I think she spit on Aunt Mayor. I think that's what she did, and then like they were about to get into it, and my dad just said, "You know what? I'm gonna come in and save the day." Boom, knock the bitch out. Man comes right up, boom, knock the dude out.
Yep, because that's when it was in Brevard County, and I was taking you to the jail to do video visits with your.
Yes, I remember that. That's probably the one time that I do remember talking to him on the phone, going and seeing him, getting the letters in the mail. Um,
Yeah,
but that was a day because his actions led to him not seeing his son.
yeah.
Rest in peace. Not to his son, but to my dad. My dad's a crazy man.
He
How
is.
about we talk about the fact that he got away with attempted murder?
Allegedly, he had got into a fight with someone he knew, and that person allegedly was stabbed
In the neck.
in the neck. He had got shown up for all the court hearings. Your dad did too, because I bonded him out,
Mm-hmm.
and I bonded him out, or me and Christy bonded him out. Or maybe it was me and Crystal. I don't know. Either way, he got bonded out. That was too long ago. So he got bonded out, and but I want to say he was there for a few weeks because we were trying to save up money to get him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then because
Yeah, it was.
I was living with him at the time, and then on the day of the actual trial, the alleged victim didn't show up. So because there was no victim.
No victim, no case.
Yep. Because all they had, there was no evidence because they never found the alleged weapon. So he got found not guilty.
And he got away with attempted murder. Because my dad was a psychopath.
Allegedly.
My dad was a psychopath. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead, so you can't charge him with nothing now.
You can't charge him with anything if he's dead. So yeah, my dad definitely tried to stab him. And my dad was a crazy mother. You can finish the sentence.
Fucker. No, but he would do anything to protect his family. That's one thing
Mm-hmm.
Dad was big on was family.
Yeah,
He
he
really was.
definitely was. Even if it wasn't his like blood.
Oh yeah, like so her dad, he loved my kids so much that he was like their adopted father. And he even went as far as getting my other two kids, well, Austin and Maddie, their names tattooed on him. He was
And
gonna,
Dante.
yeah, and Dante, which was from his wife.
My ex stepbrother.
Yeah. Um.
And then even when Jake and Chloe were born,
Oh
like,
yeah.
come see Uncle Jay. Like it's weird because that's his ex-wife and those are her kids, and they're calling him Uncle Jay, while their brother is calling him Dad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but
But he loved them like they were his own. He was there when they were both born.
he knew what it was like to not have a father because of the fact that his father had died when he was young.
Yeah, because my
So
grandma was 39, I think.
yeah. So because of the fact that he didn't get to have his dad in his life, for long, it didn't like other children not having their father around.
Yeah,
And because Christine and Tim, is it Tim?
Dan.
Dante,
Oh, Tim.
Dante's dad.
Tim.
Yeah, because they weren't together anymore. He didn't see his dad all the time. Like he
Mm-hmm.
had visitation and stuff, but he didn't see him all the time. And so he became a son to Jeremy. You
Yeah,
know.
because I remember there was a couple times like when they still lived in Florida, um, or maybe they weren't living in Florida anymore, but we brought either way we had brought we actually met up with Dante's dad to bring Dante to his dad's. Like
Yeah.
my dad brought him to his dad's.
Yeah.
But I mean, even like his dad's wife, girlfriend, wife, fiance, whatever she is, they know each other somehow, like down the line. I don't want to go into details because it's not my business, but they know each other. So like it's because we grew up in such a small town.
Yeah. Oh,
Like St. Cloud, Florida is such a small like it's big now, but it's so small. Everybody knows each other. Everybody knows each other.
or at
Like
least knows of the name. Yeah.
yeah, like when I was living with Bella and I was hanging out with my friend Gavin. Well, he was my friend at the time. He had showed me a picture one day, and it was just a picture of him with like a bunch of other classmates when he was in daycare. Well, I wasn't in the picture, but he was in the picture with some other kids, and I remembered his face. Do you remember whenever I was in daycare, like preschool, how like there was that kid that I was always like fascinated with, like always hanging out with, like hiding under the tables with him, and like we had pictures together. You
Yeah.
don't have them anymore because you left everything when we moved to Melbourne. But that kid, that
Yeah.
was Gavin.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know that until 4 years ago when he showed me that picture and I remembered his face.
Oh,
So I didn't know. But yeah, we were in preschool together.
that's crazy.
It's really crazy. Like, even like meeting D, I it's a small world because we went to the fair. Me and Bella went to the fair. We weren't like she was going to meet up with, a friend, but her and I didn't know that Dee was with him until we got there and we're about to meet up with him. And what are the odds that we meet up with some guy that she was trying to meet up with? He has a friend. We didn't find out until we actually met up with him that he was with a friend. And that same friend is who I'm married to today, have a kid with, and have been with
Yeah.
for the last 5 years. We met in St. Cloud. Well, technically Kissimmee, but we met in Osceola County. We met we were meeting each other in the St. Cloud area. We were seeing each other in St. Cloud, doing things in St. Cloud. Everything happened in St. Cloud.
Yeah.
The vast majority of any of my friends have come from St. Cloud. Even like my newer friends, like all from St. Cloud. Like I have
Yeah.
friends in Brevard, but St. Cloud, I have more friends. Like I'm not even really friends with the people I was friends with when I lived in Alabama.
Right.
But everybody from St. Cloud I'm still communicating with, from elementary school, all of it.
That's just how everybody was raised. You know what I mean? In St.
Yeah.
Cloud.
It's nice too because like my dad's family, like all the Sandoval's, like know everybody's, like all my friends' parents, they grew up with my family.
Yeah.
You know, like Gavin's mom grew up being friends with the Sandoval's.
Yeah.
You know, everybody. Harry and Jen.
Yeah.
You know, like Haley refers to me as her cousin because we grew up together. We're not actually blood related at all. Her parents were just friends with my parents. But because we grew up together and we're like, we still know each other and we're still around each other, like we're still in the same like vicinity, she still calls me her cousin. You know what I mean? So it's nice to be able to come from a small town because then you can have more extended family. So then, like, if your family cuts you off like mine did, well, I'm not gonna sit here and say that they cut me off because now that I've gotten older and I've had time to mature and actually see what happened 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I am part to blame for why I got cut off from my family.
Right.
I was disrespectful. I was attacking people because I was hurt. Yeah, I was hurt for things I didn't need to be hurt over, but I didn't need to react the way that I did.
Right. Yeah.
So
You've grown a lot, though.
I just haven't had the time. I basically don't know what to say. So I haven't had the time to sit down and actually reach out to each individual person. Like obviously me and Granny are okay, but like everyone else, like I miss everybody. I just haven't had the time to, like, it makes me anxious to want to actually reach out.
Right.
Just because it's been so long. But, I don't have that family, that large family anymore. So everybody that I have met over the years, just from St. Cloud alone, I've got family.
Yeah.
They're not just acquaintances, they're family. You know? So thank you. Because if it wasn't for you and Dad, I would never have been raised in St. Cloud, and I want to have a home.
Yeah. Well, home is where your heart is.
Home is where my heart is. But yeah, I think that, that little, bit ties up today's video. Small towns are great. Having family is great. My dad was great.
Your dad was great.
I think that we should do an episode on my dad.
Okay.
I think that should be an episode because he's not here to tell his story. We both know his story. I think that would be a good thing to discuss. Since we talked about my dad, we should talk about his story because, yeah, we laugh and giggle about certain things, but
there's more to it.
Yeah, so
the demons.
He's had his fair share of being on Earth. That's all I can really say, and we'll get into that in the next episode when we discuss the story of Jeremy Sandoval. If you guys liked today's episode, we hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely go make sure you guys like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you guys check out our TikTok because we'll be posting another Finish the Sentence episode, and we will also be posting it as a YouTube short. So stay tuned for that. And we love you guys, and we hope you guys stay tuned for more.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it.